Hello, hi. Top of the morning, evening, to y'all. What's really good though, family tree? Let me know if you guys are actually up in the building with moi. Yeah, buddy. A quick little live stream. Ooh, that light in the background is a bit intense. How about that? How about this? Yeah, that looks about, that looks about okay. Yeah, that's splendid still. My face is shining like the moon. God damn, that beard is looking mighty pretty. Anyways, family tree, long time no see. I know. It's been too long. Everybody's been getting at me. And salute and shouts out to everybody who's actually hollered at me, messaged me, rang my phone, done all manners of ways of getting in contact with me. Salute to Manny Cinder up in the building. Gang. All that great stuff. Yeah, thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you for, loving and showing that appreciation and that missingness, like, if that's even a word. I really am touched by all of that. I decided there's a few people that actually contacted me. Shouts out to all of you guys. You know who you guys are. Contacted me, and I was like, okay, finally, I'm actually going to make a appearance. Assalamu alaikum to you, Masana Sizi, Bed Gang says Byzantine. Yeah, and so forth. Yeah, so just quickly shouting out everybody else out. Mr. Rex TV, baby, Rack City, baby, Rack City exclusive and all that. Yeah, jeez. All right, cool. So I'm going to continue. So yeah, a few of you guys have been hollering me to come down, and finally I said, yeah, you know what, tonight is the night when me and the other god Gabs decided to come down and actually bless Speaker's Corner and show some love to the community and see what's really good. Shouts out to Raf as well. So yeah, we came down. It was really nice to see some really, like, it's feeling like old faces, but it's crazy. So it's great to see you guys. There's a lot of you guys who I got to see, got to welcome, got to shake hands, got to get a little hug in, no homo. It was nice, man. It was real nice. It was like a family reunion. So bless up to everybody for actually showing and spreading that love, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Chase, man, like Middlesex Omar. My goodness, I missed that brother. But yeah, so I'm just quickly just hollering you guys because I know it's about time. It's been too long now that we've been away, that we haven't actually been showering you guys with a lot of shows and a lot of information. I know you guys are lacking in that department in terms of like powerful information, thought-provoking information, shows blasted with sources and references and all that good stuff. We're gonna get some good interviews in as well and some great discussions. So all of that I will come true. Just bear with me. We're just entering into a new cycle of Titans TV, and of course I had to be away. Yeah, check your emails. You know what it is, yeah? Like, I went away, for those of you guys who know or don't know, I went away on holiday-ish, right? And unfortunately, whilst I was out there, I haven't been able to sign back into my email address that's there. So usually I can get into it on my phone. I can't at present. So apologies if you guys been emailing me. I haven't been able to truly get into them. But I will try to get into it and reset the password somehow. It's been long. So yeah, so we're gonna get some new shows in. We're gonna upgrade things a little bit. We're gonna just bring in a new cycle of Titans TV, make you guys kind of feel the vibes. So yeah, you want to hear some deep esoteric stuff? Yeah, baby boys. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into some esoteric information. I really want to concentrate on three things, right? Uncle Jasanub. Let me say that again. Uncle Jasanub literally means life, prosperity and health, or life, health, and prosperity. Life, health, and prosperity. I like life, health, and prosperity. Sounds better. But anyway, so we want to just, focus in on life, living the best life that you can possibly live to the fullest extent that, how can I put it, encapsulate eternality. So living an eternal life and leaving behind an eternal mark on this world. That's one thing I actually want to really push forward in these upcoming shows. Second thing, of course, is health. Health is your wealth, right? Health is your wealth. If you don't have any health, listen, like, I've had simple things wrong with me, like, my toe, a little cut on your toe, or a little bump on your toe, yeah, can literally send your whole world into disarray, let alone having a cold, let alone having some type of ailment, a disease, anything that it is. We're going to start speaking about health. We're going to speak about physical, bodily health. We're going to start speaking about mental health as well, because there's a lot of us who are suffering with mental health. A lot of us don't even know that we're suffering with mental health, and we really should start discussing and allow it to not be a taboo, and allow it to be something that's just normalized with inside of our community and our cultures themselves, right? I want to discuss that. So coming back from, you know, Grenada again, eyes opened up with seeing so many people that are just suffering from simple things that they can literally just change up, and I really want to just be an ambassador and push forward health, right? Next thing is to do with prosperity. Prosperity, yeah, buddy. Yeah, prosperity is key. Shouts out to Raf for actually, you know, dropping in that super chat, jumping in that moolah, young moolah, baby. Yeah, buddy. So shouts out to you, yeah. But yeah, we need to start discussing more prosperity and so forth, right? Because for me personally, I love doing Titans TV, and for me, Titans TV is something what I consider to be a charity. And what I mean by that is not literally you know, a charity. It doesn't have a charity, but my energy and efforts doing this is a charity, meaning I do this not for the sake of actual money, and not even to say that, you know, the money that's generated on the channel actually covers my expenses and my time and all that good stuff there. Yeah, it doesn't even, you know, it doesn't even do that. It's more like I'm putting money into this just to give back to people, you know, give back to my community of those people who are following me. And this is the information that I grew up with from a very young age that was given to me. I can't even say freely. I had to pay a lot of money for some of my education, but at the same time, I feel as though it's imperative that we actually continue to give back, okay, and help you know, this generation to grow and to prosper in terms of their own mental, spiritual, and physical health. Like, we need to have that type of prosperity amongst ourselves, because if you look outside in the world, people are dying. And when I say dying, they're dying of silliness. Like, people are being stabbed. You know, Nipsey Hussle, you saw on the news, or you've been seen on social media, being shot several times. You know, even, you know, once lying on the floor, possibly dead, being kicked afterwards over an individual who had, you know, a very brief squabble or disagreements with. So it's like simple things, you know, humanity are treating other humans with such disregard, disrespect, and they're not even seeing the humanity in other human beings, which is absolutely crazy. So we're trying to breathe that back into people and show that love. So all of this, what I'm doing it for you guys, and I've been taking some time back just to make sure that I can up my levels. You know the ways there, you need to up your levels. Like, I make sure I get my money in, baby. Give my money in, and then I come straight back to Titans TV, and I actually put my money in Titans TV, and I give back to my communities as much as I possibly can. So yeah, so I really wanted to start talking about prosperity, talk about wealth creation, talk about businesses, talk about investments, talk about, yeah, investments, property, stocks, shares, all that good stuff. Yeah, we need to start discussing some of those things there, because once we are able to master the physical world, right, master the physical world, then the spiritual and mental and all that good stuff, it comes easy. What I mean by that is, once you escape that whole rat race, when you don't have to do a 9 to 5, we thank God. All praise be to the Most High, baby. I think for the last, I can't remember how long it is, but I know it's been over a good decade where we have to give thanks and praise, where I haven't had to actually go back into work and actually have a job and do all those stuff there. Like, I've been so blessed to be entrepreneurial, to always have businesses, to always have investments running for me and making me money and so forth, right? And you know, that's one thing, because if I didn't have that, if I didn't have money stockpiled somewhere that's blessing me, where I didn't have to go and work, like, I wouldn't be able to sit down and read as many books as I've read, and I wouldn't be able to actually, you know, create great shows with great content for you guys if I didn't have that freedom. So we need to start thinking about those things and thinking about wealth creations for our own community that we have here on Titans TV. Let's be entrepreneurial. Let's think of new ways that we can actually, you know, draw wealth in and so forth. So like that's something that I really want to start speaking about, really want to start discussing, because, you know, it's that time, baby. Life, health, and prosperity. If you don't have those three things, then you're not really living, baby. You're not really living. So let's start speaking about those things. And of course, we can talk about the luxury items, which is to do with religion. We love religion, right? We love religion. We love discussing Christianity, Islam, you know, the esoteric stuff, you know, Kemetic philosophy, and all that great stuff there. those things are really luxuries, but you know, food, clothing, and shelter, those are like the basics that we should really get down. And sometimes it's a struggle, you know, I can't even lie. Entrepreneurial lifestyle, yeah, sometimes you go like a few weeks, you're kind of starving, you're getting maga, like your face is all drawn in, your belly is all like, hey, yo, what am I gonna eat today? Mud pies or something? Nah, b, it's hard out there. So struggle is real. The struggle is real. Struggle is absolutely real. But anyways, let me quickly see what's going on. A rest is good for the soul and the body is our temple. Peace to you, brother Kalam, and all in the chat. Shouts out to my brother John McDermott, 100%. Because you know what it is, yeah? Like, I even came out briefly today and I was reading through some comments on some videos, and I was like, this is the reason. This is one of the reasons why I made sure I stayed away from Speaker's Corner. And this is one of the reasons I stayed away from even doing Titans TV, because sometimes you don't realize that all of these negative comments and, you know, all of that is a drainage upon your soul. Right? If you're constantly giving, when do you actually have time to recharge? When do you have time to put something into your body that will nourish you and that will actually amplify the being that you are and who you're supposed to be? So it's been an absolute blessing just to be away from everybody and just the hustle and bustle of YouTube world, yeah, and just be by myself and actually, you know, get to love and know myself again. You know, the way it's there, like, it's so beautiful, baby. I don't think y'all understand. Like, everybody's like, when you coming back? I'm like, listen, I don't even want to talk to you on the phone right now. I don't even want to speak to y'all through messages. And no, it's not even me being bad mind, yeah. Sometimes you gotta, you know, they say you gotta be selfish. I said, nah, B, you gotta be self-full. You gotta be self-full. You gotta fill yourself with that love. You get me? If you can't love yourself, you can you love, baby? Sometimes you just take some time out and just love yourself, just nourish yourself, just heal yourself, and stay away from the negativity, because there's so much negativity out there, and you have to just be like, not today, baby, not today. Satan, I hear you calling me. Hey, he's knocking on the door. Don't let the devil in. You know, anyways, there. A few people been actually hollering at me to do with the whole Shamsi and what's the good brother again? Shamsi and Ali Dawah and Mohammed Hijab, all that good stuff. I'm like, listen, what's your take on that, Kalam? I'm like, listen, the way it's none of my business. You know the way it's there. I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. You got two individuals, yeah, like fighting against each other. It's just like the nature of the beast, you know. Like, I'm so glad, because if I'm around, right, guess what? They've got now a common enemy to face off. But as soon as you depart, you know, they could face off on one another, and it's like now you can see the cracks of what's truly going on beneath the surfaces, and everybody can kind of see it. I'm like, okay, let that happen. Like, don't bring me into it. And then my good brother sent me a video. Look. Ali Dawah mentions your name, and I'm like, oh god damn it. And this is the stuff that I'm so infuriated with it, because one of the things I despise is the usage of certain verbiages. Like, you made me hear me speak about it before, like the whole terminology, enemy of Islam, and I'm like, flipping hell, mate, flipping hell. Like, do you know the baggage and weight that term, okay, that epithet, okay, actually holds? Yeah, actually holds, especially when you have somebody like Ali Dawah. I can't remember, I think he's got over like 300,000 subscribers, right? Let's just say somebody like him. Can you imagine how many people, all right? And sorry to say, talk about Muslim community, you know, I'm not saying Muslims are bad, nothing like that, you know, far be it from me saying anything stupid and reckless like that, right? Because, you know, you already know me, I got great Muslim friends and great Muslim family members and all that good stuff, so we don't even need to go over there and have to, anyways. So like, you got over 300,000 people, okay, at least minimum, right, who's going to be witnessing Ali Dawah say Kalam is an enemy of Islam. Now, a person who is an enemy of Islam inside of like Islamic theology, jurisprudence, and all those madnesses, jurisprudence, yeah? Let me not say madness, all that jurisprudence there. It holds a lot of weight to say that this person, like, their blood is halal, meaning their blood is lawful. You can kill that person, all that good stuff there, right? That's literally making somebody a mark. And now these individuals, right, like Ali Dawah, and you've seen loads of people at Speaker's Corner say this, because the reason why they say these things is because they know they cannot challenge me mentally. They are literally intellectually defeated, right? they're intellectually defeated, and therefore the only thing that we can do is name call this person and try to get people to not listen to that person. And it's fine. I actually love it. I applaud it, because I acknowledge when you are mentally defeated. I see a lot of times. But anyways, this terminology holds a lot of weight, right? And we know that Ali Dawah has a lot of, you know, I'm going to utilize an Arabic terminology, right? Majnun followers. Majnun, meaning crazy, meaning mentally unhinged. They've had a little bit too much sugar in their diet, which creates a mental imbalancement. All right. And we've seen that. Remember the last time with Tommy Robinson, you had this individual that literally threatened, made several videos after videos threatening Tommy Robinson, his family, his wife, his children, about killing them, raping, all that madness, right? You see this. And then the man actually said, okay, I was brainwashed by Ali Dawah. Okay, when Tommy Robinson confronted him. All right. Remember that? Remember that whole escapade, right? We remember that. All right. Cool, beautiful, perfect. All right, no problem. Now, when you have Ali Dawah saying these reckless things to over 300,000 potential subscribers, right? And then Kalam is now walking on the streets, okay, with his family, okay? And then you've got these mentally unhinged individuals can easily come up to me and try to start something. Easily, right? I'm just so grateful I live in South, right? So like you know, when you know you're protected, I'm protected, you know, God shines down on the South, right? But anyways, besides the point. So you got to think to yourself, like, these individuals literally put other people's life in danger. Literally put people's life in danger. You know, sometimes, like, you know, I remember, like, you know, anyways, I remember, yeah, certain people, like, you know, when packages come to your house, yeah, or letters come to your house and it says Kalam L, you're like, ah, shit. Remember one time I had the missus, yeah, saying to me, oh, you know, somebody was at the door basically delivering a package to me. It's like, Kalam L, what time is TV? And I was like, and she's like, yeah, it was an Aki still. I was like, oh, I said, no. She said, no. Who? Kalam? No, Kalam. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, yeah. See, you smart. You is loyal. You're always there. You smart and loyal. Well done for that one. So it's mad. It's mad like that, you know, because when people know where you live now, and then, you know, they're from a particular faith, right? And other people have poisoned the well and says that you're this evil individual, you're this Islamophobe, you're this person that has caused the death of people. I'm like, flipping hell, mate. Do you know what type of pressure that is? You know what type of pressure that is? That's a lot of pressure, you know. But anyways, I digress. I'm just showing you, yeah, like, the negativity I don't really want to deal with, you know. I don't care. Do you know how beautiful life is, yeah, without having to deal with mad people? Do you know how it is? It's so beautiful. Trust me, I guarantee you, if you ever take some time out from YouTube world or from, you know, virtual world where people are literally crazy, and I say this to be kind and nice because I can't find any better words to it, because if you read the amount of negativity, I'm thinking to myself, like, if you was really in my presence, would you even say those things? Because most people that see me and recognize me from YouTube or TV or whatever the case is, they're always like, hey, Kalam, hey, shake my hands and so forth, right? But I'm thinking to myself, like, you guys, some of you guys, keyboard warriors, but in real life, you're not on site, fam. You're not on site. But anyways, besides the point. Let me go back into something that is truly beautiful, though, truly beautiful. So yeah, it's been so wonderful to take some time out and actually just love myself and not deal with negative and mad people. Today we actually attended Speaker's Corner, and it was quite nice. I actually enjoyed the vibe at Speaker's Corner. We got involved with a conversation. We got involved in a conversation. It eventually spiraled into some form of discussion / debate, yeah, some form of debate. And again, I just realized, I keep like thinking to myself, this is the reason. I don't mean to speak above people, yeah, but I actually have to be real to myself and understand that a lot of these individuals are not ready. They're not ready to have fruitful discussions and conversations. I actually speaking to Sheikh Dan Juma, and he was making mention of the same thing, and I'm thinking to myself, like, simple concepts is going way over people's head. Simple concepts is infuriating people and angering people. Simple concepts is making people feel like reviled, making people want to actually, like, shout out abuse. I'm like, wow, like for people who claim like to hold on to the truth, right? It's like, do you know how calming the truth actually makes you feel? Do you know them ways there? Like let me, hey, shout out to the man them. Shout out to the man them, yeah. Let me give you the man them one for this one, yeah. Because man them, we speak about this. You know, like a few times, yeah, where like certain rumors, yeah, like you may have a girlfriend, you may have someone you're seeing, yeah, and they come out with something like, yeah, Stacy saw you with this girl at this location at this place here, yeah? What are you gonna say about that? And you're panicking like, and then you realize, hold on, this do you know that serenity that now transpires into your heart, yeah? Because you realize, yeah, hold on. Babes, at this time right here, you know we were in a restaurant together, innit? You know we were in Steak and Lobster, innit? You know we were in Steak and Lobster at this day and this time. Oh, babes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You know how my friends are already. Yeah, I know how your friends are. But the thing is, you should have believed in me. You should have trusted in me. No. I can't even look at you in your face no more, you know. I can't even look at you in your face no more, you know. No. So what? You believe in your friends over me now, yeah? Is that what you're saying? No. I'm going away. No, babes, what can I do to make it up for you? What can I do? You're winning, fam. You're winning for another 2 weeks at least. Yeah, you got live easy because you're standing on truth, innit? You know what I mean? Is that the truth just calms your soul? It's like, yeah, fam, man's got this, Jay. But when you're standing on a lie, and you realize that somebody's caught you out, you start panicking. You're like, what? Huh? You start shouting, you know what I'm saying? You start shouting. That's when you know you've been defeated, fam. Anytime, yeah, you're talking to someone and they've been quiet, lying, and they start shouting, that's when you know. Just check it out. And they try backfire things at you. But you was doing this, and I didn't like when you done that. Why are you deflecting though? Why? Babes, calm down. Why are you deflecting for? Abby, slow your roll. And that comes like Speaker's Corner, baby. That comes like Speaker's Corner. And they're going to say, you're having a good conversation, and now the voices start to elevate a little bit. Why is the voice elevating? Why is there now anger in your heart? Hold on. Why are you deflecting to Mundawanga? Why are we now speaking about Tokyo when we was just speaking about Japan? Why are you diverting, Abi? Yeah. Them ones there. So yeah, man, it's all nice. So I'm simply saying, if you're standing upon the truth, yeah, like don't Harlem shake, baby. Don't Harlem shake. Just stand upon your thing, innit? Be easy. Anyways, I've missed this, you know. This is therapy right here. Having a good conversation with y'all. But anyways, let me actually read some of these comments here. So forgive me, haven't been reading. All right, let me start off with Times TV. No, Kalam, you are one of the most balanced individuals out there, says Jupiter. Yeah, buddy. Remember, to get my attention, right, there's two ways, right? Because it's God's plan. I'm trying to do this for what, another 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes? All right, so 2 ways, right? Please just tag Titans TV, right? And then obviously highlights, and I can just read them out real quickly, easy. All right, second way is also to hit us up with a super chat, show that love, hit us up with some donations, all that good stuff there, right? Like, we appreciate, just me, we appreciate. We got bills to pay, baby. We got bills to pay, yeah? That Virgin Media ain't cheap. Oh shit. All right, I might even have to cut it off, be like, hey, that ain't cheap. No, I'm joking. But no, actually, I'm not joking, it ain't cheap. All right, so all right, let me see. All right, today you failed miserably against Hamza, says Stillness Speaks. Please, if you think I failed, I personally, it's very difficult for me to fail. Very difficult for me to fail when I'm so prepared. Okay, it's so very difficult. If I fail, then I must be wrong. You know what is there? If I fail, then I must be wrong. And the reason why I say this is I don't even prepare. You know, in ways there like I come like school again. I'm too cool for school, meaning there's no need to study on the day, like because it's like there's no need in it. Like I got this breezy. The amount of education, the amount of time I've spent studying certain topics. Let's just say, for example, Islam. If you actually gone, if you see my library on just Islam itself, you would know. If you see how much money I've spent on books itself, you would know. If you see how much money I've spent on journals and how many journals I actually have and so forth, right, you will know. If you see my entire collection of Bukhari, if you see my entire collection of the commentary of Bukhari, if you see my tafsir collection, if you see my, you know, Sahih Muslim and all those good stuff there, you will know I've spent enough time studying this thing, right? Enough time studying this thing. So for me, I'm always prepared because it's always in the back of my mind, because I've spent so much time preparing. I've spent so much time writing up information. I've spent so much time doing videos and so forth, right? Where it's just like second nature, where I'm just putting stuff from my memory bank. It's just too easy. It's just way too easy. So, you know, for me personally, I haven't been studying Islam in the last like 3-4 months or so. I haven't had any need. I haven't really cared to do it because I have no reason to actually speak to anybody about Islam because I don't really want to, truth be told. It's one of my it's one of my like favorite topics, don't get it twisted. It's one of my like that, you know, Kemet, philosophy, business, all those things there. Like I'm that's my like topics. Like I spend some good time doing those things. So when we're speaking about it, it's like how can I possibly fail? The only way I can fail is if you have more information than me and you could outdo me in information. And if I've read all the books that you read plus more, it's very difficult for you to outdo me on information. You dig what I'm saying? And if my logical ability and capacity is much higher than yours, I'm like, fam, if I fail, bruv, like, boy, I have to be wrong. That's the only way. It can't even be like, oh, you're having an off day today, Kalam. No, it's just, I must be wrong. I can see it. I'm wrong. All right, let me quickly go back and read some of this stuff. All right, let me quickly go. TV, did you see that water poured in the Houses of Commons into the press gallery on the 4th of April? Water of Yahweh, Chase. No, I didn't see it. I've been like, and again, I apologize. I've been missing away from like everything. I haven't really been keying in on the news and TV and YouTube and Speaker's Corner. I haven't really doing any of those things there, so apologies. I've been detoxing. Soul detox, baby. Shouts out to Soul Detox Christianity. All right, can you please debate David Wood on the age of Aisha? Calisthenics, Wade. Shouts out to calisthenics, baby. Do you know what it is? I think I may have saw your comment on a previous video, and I don't mind. It would be a good conversation. I don't think it would be a debate per se, because, and the reason why it won't be a debate is because I don't agree or disagree with David Wood. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but let me just make it make sense, okay? So I don't disagree with you know, David Wood in terms of like the age of Aisha. Muslims around the world, and I'm not saying all Muslims, but Muslims around the world tend to believe that Aisha, Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 9 years old, all right? And that's the narrative that he's going to push forward, right? Because it's going to fit and suit the Christianic you know, polemics against Islam. And I don't disagree with. I'm going to say you're 100% right, okay? And there's no problem with that. And there is also a way where I disagree with you, and not just, and it's a disagreement not based upon what the Muslim world is. It's a disagreement not because of your understanding is this a disagreement. There's a disagreement because the story is much more deeper than the surface level. All right, so the surface level, yeah, you know, the loudmouth Muslims of today, okay, I'm not saying all Muslims, but the loudmouth Muslims of today that get a lot of attention will tell you that Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 9. Now other Muslims on the other hand would say something completely different. All right, for example, Shias would say something completely different. The what's the word again, what's it called, the Malikis may say something completely different as well. Possibly the Hanafis sect of Islam may say something different as well. You also have, what else? You have the Quraniyuns would also say something completely different and would not necessarily agree with that. And I can present information onto where these things actually originated. So if we're talking about one sect of Islam or one version of Islam that is getting a lot of attention these days, I would say, David Wood, you're 100% correct. But there is other versions of Islam that doesn't actually hold on to that narrative that's being pushed. So therefore, you are incorrect in that sense as well. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So it's very nuanced. People don't realize that Islam is very, very nuanced. It's not monolithic. Okay, there's not just one Islam that, you know, the whole world will like you to believe. Yes, there is such and such amount, 2 billion, let's say 2 billion Muslims in the world, right? But then when you really get down to it and you start speaking to, you know, these 2 billion Muslims, you realize that a lot of them are excommunicating other Muslims. You know, the Sunnis will say the Shias aren't Muslim. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the Salafis will say the what's the word, Ahmadiyyas are not Muslims. And then it goes real crazy and you realize that, you know, will the real Muslims please stand up? Please stand up. So it's very, very nuanced. You know, we just usually listen to the Salafi sect of Islam and we think that's the whole of Islam. And that Salafi sect of Islam, I'm not trying to down the whole of Salafism. I'm not saying all Salafi is bad, but the Salafism is where we get a lot of the you know, the terrorism and the radicalizations and so forth. So we tend to believe this is Islam. But then if you actually spend some time to actually travel, let's just say if you went to Egypt and you saw like the Sufi form of Islam, you see it's completely different to that form of Islam. You go to like West Africa and you see that type of Maliki Islam, you're like, oh, that's kind of, oh, okay, that's a bit different. So there is so many different forms of Islam. It's unbelievable. But yeah, let me quickly keep on going. Hamza keeps getting closer to kissing. Yeah, like the ginger Hamza. Okay. Okay. You also kept saying to Hamza, "Let me teach you." Did I? I don't recall that. I remember saying it could be possibly correct. Okay, that sounds like something that my vocabulary would say, but I don't recall actually saying that on this particular occasion. If I'm incorrect, you can, you know, pull me up on it. I remember saying to Hamza, "Go ahead, educate me, educate me, educate me." That's what I said to him. I said, you educate me." So if you have a quote where I say, "Teach me," let me teach you, then put out for me. I'll really like to review it and see the context. But I don't recall it, but it does sound like my vocabulary, but I do not recall actually saying that. I recall me saying to Hamza, educate me upon a certain thing that he was talking about with the lamb and it's lamb jins, not lambs this and so forth. Cool, educate me. This is talking about the you know, Arabic linguistics, or sorry, Arabic vocabulary and grammar. So cool, educate me. That was me being humble in that moment in time, saying, you being in the role of teacher and educate me. And if I say to him in reverse, let me teach you, there is nothing wrong with it. Only people who have egos will find that there is something wrong with it. Because in one moment I can put on the role of a teacher and the next minute I can put on the role of student, and it's nothing to belittle myself. It's nothing that is belittling for me to be in a role of student to learn something new. A lot of people are there again for ego reasons. Like me personally, I love being there for the education, being you know, teaching, number one, and also learning something new. All right, delusions of grandeur. No, I have greater grandeurs than just saying, let me teach you. And it's not a delusion either. I have greater grandeurs. Let's see. It seems to be becoming more radical. Kalam is like thunder. Yahweh brings the thunder. Love walked in, heard the song from thunder. Love walked in, chase. All right. Yeah, it's good. Sugar. David Wood, you know. Hey, David Wood is just David is next level, you know, he's a next level still. I can't even front. Atticus says, peace and love, brother. Peace and love to you. Which sect in Islam speaks to you the most? Which sect in Islam speaks to you the most? I think Sufi Islam speaks to me the most. I love Mufti Abu Layth, so that Maliki speaks to me a lot. And of course, Haki Ali all day long. So to Shayu, Shia Islam is like, oof, it's a very beautiful form of Islam as well. And Quraniyun also, like Quran only Islam, is it's a nice one as well. I actually like the Nation of Islam as well. There's certain things I disagree with, but overall I like the way that they move, especially in the UK. What other Islams do I appreciate? To be honest with you, I actually like Salafism. Okay, I know it might sound like Kalam, you're always talking bad about Salafism. No, but I actually do. I like it. It's very simplistic. I think, you know, yeah, it's very simplistic, very simplistic, you know, very rigorous, like, and at times it tries to be very logical. So I really appreciate that in terms of in Salafism as well. So yeah, there's different forms of Islam that actually speaks to me and resonates with me and that I actually do like itself. Let's see, what do you make of the Bob versus hijab? I haven't watched, sorry, again, I haven't really watched any of these debates. Kalam knows more about Islam than any of the Muslims I hear from the park. Yeah, 100% true, man. I actually 100% believe that in my heart of hearts. All right, and I'm using the word belief because I really don't know how much, you know, all the Muslims at Speaker's Corner do truly know. But listening to a lot of them, you like, when you listen to people speak, you can hear how much they know, or you can hear how much they have actually read. And nah, you know what I mean? Say, like, people say you hate Islam. I'm like, how the hell can I hate Islam? Like I have so much love and respect and honor for Islam. Like, you have to have a lot of love for something to spend as much money as I have on books on Islam. Dig what I'm saying? You have to love something. Like, I spend more money on purchasing books in Islam than I do spend on trainers. You know how black people, they love the Jordans, right? They love the Nikes, right? And all that good stuff. Like, but I spend more money, Yeezys, you know, I spend more money on buying Islamic books than I have actually spent on buying trainers. That's how deep it is, all right? That's how deep it is. So no, I actually have a great love and respect for it and appreciate it. And that's just to do with religion, full stop. Same with Christianity, you know, Judaism. I used to love purchasing books upon books, Sumerian stuff as well. I used to love it. Used to go in, purchase pure books, Sumerian, Egyptian, Eastern philosophies like, you know, Renaissance, all of that world history stuff. I used to spend so much money purchasing books. I think I've spent, like, you know, over the years, I've spent at least close to 8 bags on books, like, full stop. Like, my library is dench, fam, dench. But anyways, I'm gonna keep on going. Ultra Fun KKKK is up in the building and us up with a super chat. Jeez, atheism over everything. Salut, come on, G. Oh man, very nice. Oh man. Let's see if Kalam was a cake, he'd be coffee and walnuts. Oosh. If Kalam represent Islam, no one would dislike it. Hey, trust me. Crime of Islam is that why it's so funny that they try to debate Kalam and it's embarrassing for them. Hey, trust me. Shahada in the written form is a partnership, a contract. Yeah, indeed. Although Kalam reminds me of a very strong Brazil now. Jeez, if Kalam Times TV converts to Islam and Abu Tablet and see alive leave Islam, I'll revert same day. What happened to COE today? Didn't see any live streams from him. He was up in Brixton filming something. I believe he was at Speaker's Corner early in the morning, but I think he left to go film something, and I think he did return back. He did holler at me to say, yo, go! Don't tell me you left, baby boy. I was like, I left, you know, I left. He's like, I'm trying to come back. So as far as I know, I think he is returned back to Speaker's Corner. I don't know if he's still there now though. Let's quickly go through. He's gonna kind of know it's far too much for any of them to teach him anything, maybe apart from Shamsi. Yeah, love to Shamsi too, man. Shamsi Odin, I still like that, brother. Nation of Islam, Kalam, really? Yeah, man. Nation of Islam, if you see the way they move, like, is very organized, very like when you see them, like they all kind of move. Look at them. Just if you ever go to a meeting, just see the way that they sit, see the way that they position their hands, see the way that they conduct themselves, see the way that they dress in business suits and all those things there. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be the doctrine. There's other things that you can look at an organization or a religion and respect them for it, like really respect them for it. Like, for me, Muslims, the one thing I respect so much about Muslims over anything else is the discipline. It's the sheer discipline that they have. And I'm like, wow, just imagine if you know, like the normal Christians that we have today. Like, again, Christianity, one thing that I love about them is their spirit. Like, you can literally see or spot a Christian by the glow in their face. I know that might sound mad to a lot of people, but a lot of times if you look at Christians, they literally got a glow about themselves. Like, their spirit is like very captivating, very like, you feel like, yo, there's just joy just radiating from them. And you just think to yourself, like, that combination of the spirit or Holy Spirit or spirit, full stop, and discipline, like that combination there, if a Christian Muslim or Muslim Christian, it will be a powerful thing, absolutely amazing. That discipline, for example, for Muslims, I believe sunrise, let's say like 5:30, 6:30 in the morning, waking up to just, you know, wash yourself and to pray and all sorts. That there, commitment, dedication to do that is awesome. All right, and do that for several times a day, like amazing. You know, fasting for like a whole 30 days, you know, like amazing amount of discipline that they actually show. So you have to, you know, you may not have to agree with everything that a certain group of people do, but you can see the greatness in the things that they do. Okay, hopefully you can. I'm not saying. Anyways, my battery's low. I don't want to just keep on talking for talking's sake. Where you been? Can I say? Just Jen. Yeah, I know, baby. I've been up in the mountains. You know, I've been up in the mountains speaking with God the Most High. It said God the Most High said to God the Son, "Ha, you shall be healed." You mentioned you have family members who are Muslims. Have you spoke to them to enlighten them on Islam and why they shouldn't believe in it? No. I don't believe it's my I don't tell anybody not to believe in their religion. I rather people be the best they can be in their religion. All right, until they're ready to outgrow their religion. God damn. And the reason why I say that is because I remember back in the day, I used to be like very zealous in terms of, you know, almost trying to convert people. And I've had negative results in terms of seeing people, you know, kind of go a bit unhinged, a bit crazy, because they kind of find out everything that they thought was a lie type of vibe, and they were imbalanced individuals themselves. And, you know, I'm like, nah, that's not my role at all. Like, I'd rather make you be the best you possibly can be as a Muslim, as a Christian, as a Jew. Like, because if it's gonna help you, and that's where you are, that's your level of you know, awareness and growth pattern, then be the best you can be. You know, be just like Jesus if that's possible. All right, be the best you can be. And if you're ready to actually criticize your religion, meaning you're on the path of seeking the truth. A lot of people say they want the truth, but a lot of people can't handle the truth, because in order to get to the truth, you first need to verify it is the truth. So therefore you need to become logical. That's like the first way to find the truth, is to learn logic, full stop. And then in learning logic, you need to have a critical mind, and you need to be able to critique your own religion or your own faith or your own belief system. You need to start taking the opposing view. You may not even believe in the opposing view, but you need to start taking that view and actually critiquing your own belief system, right? You need to do that. You need to start evaluating your belief system. So if anybody's ready to jump away from being the best that they can be internally, spiritually, mentally, and want to jump on to actually knowing the truth, right, and becoming critical, then we can start having those conversations. But I will never tell you that your religion is wrong, right? But we can start, you know, like chiseling away, baby. We can start chiseling away. Let's quickly go through. Times TV, Kalam, show the contract to Hamza and the definition of partnership on paper without Muhammad and can't pray to God, meaning Muhammad has more power. Boy, Kalam, what percentage of Muslims in the UK would want the UK to be on the Sharia? Your best guess, maybe 40%. As soon as I get my dyslexia stuff, I'm a do beer reading still. I trust me. All great leaders are readers, you know. Oh man, like, and a ball. Shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you. All right, you encourage me still. You encourage me. Callum, you should do a show with Son of Hamas. Whew, okay. Let me quickly go through some of these. All right, cool. Times TV. Any thoughts on Ralph Masilamani and his message? Nah, I don't even know. You know. Uh, yeah, message two Shahada says it all. Thought it could be worse than thanks, Kalam. Yeah. All right, cool. Hey, listen, family tree. You know, I've tried to spend as much time as that possible out here with you guys. But you can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson voice. Do you believe in an afterlife, spiritualism? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, 100%. I don't even, you know, I have an upsettedness to do with belief systems. Believe, like, I don't really tend to use the word unless I actually don't know something and I have to say I believe this, right? But I actually do know that there is an afterlife. 100%. There is an afterlife. It might not be the afterlife that a lot of the people are looking forward to, but there is 100% an afterlife. 100%. Okay. And maybe next time I'll do some I'll do some elaboration of that. Callum, what about the Quran making the big mistake by getting Mary's father wrong? Surely that proves it did not come from God. Um, no comment. No comment, man. No comment. No comment at all. There's several ways of answering it. Okay, and again, as I said, we need to start looking at things from a 360 degrees angle. Meaning we can argue the pro for it and the con towards it, where we can find some excuses, or we can actually hammer it down and say, yeah, it's wrong. But I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I see the shadow people, Times TV. Jeez. No love for women in Islam. Oh man. Says Aurora Dawn. You hear about the first Islamic political party being elected somewhere in Belgium? Nah, listen, I told you I've been so out of it. Okay, I've been in my, when I tell you guys, I've been to the mountain and I've been sitting in my cave, right, and I've been speaking to God. All right, and then God has been speaking back to me. That's literally what's been going on. So I haven't really, you know, come down off the mountain too much and spoke with a lot of human beings and interacted with humanity. So I don't really know what's going on in the world. Too tough. But hopefully, I will re-educate myself on the world, about the world. All right, and we can start having those type of conversations. Kalam, a Salafi mystic atheism. Yeah, baby. But I'll say atheism comes first. If you ever want to be a Muslim, you have to first, you know, nah, let me know. I see how baffle a lot of people, you know. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll baffle a lot of people. But anyways, at the same rate, okay, in order for you to truly be a Muslim, for those people who claiming to be Muslims, you know, and we were speaking about the Shahada today, okay, and again, we was even actually with the Christians, we were actually now having a good conversations, because, you know, again, the Shahada that Islam has and has adopted, you know, it precedes the religion of Islam in terms of 610 AD. Precedes that, okay? You know, other groups of individuals had that there, the anathemism. Is it anathemism? Anatheism? I can't remember what the word is anyway. It's a philosophical it's philosophical statements. It's a negation and affirmation, all right, that, you know, other communities actually had. There is no God but God, and it sounds contradictory, right? It should sound contradictory because it is contradictory and it's meant to sound contradictory. Anyways, so every good Muslim and every Muslim needs to be an atheist before they become a Muslim, right? And I always tell you, I've got atheistic tendencies, because the first way to become a Muslim is that you have to negate other deities. You have to negate God. You need to negate anything in the physical realm and inside of the intellectual and the imaginary realm. All of those things there cannot be God, right? So you first need to, in order to become a Muslim, you first need to become an atheist. All right, just like the conversation of the Hanafi, Ibrahim or Abraham, he first had to negate all of the things that was being worshipped. He had to negate idols that was being worshipped. He had to negate the sun, the moon, the stars, all these great things and planets that was being worshipped at the time. He was an atheist. He completely negated all of those things there. And at the end of his journey, okay, he came to the realization of what God was. All right, he came to the realization of what God was. And it's a journey. It's an absolute journey. And most people have no idea and clue what God is. They simply believe. And that's why we call them believers. But for those of you guys who want to go a little bit deeper and you want to become a Noah, yeah? Shouts out to man like Noah. Jeez. All right. Don't be flooded on the ignorance. Some of you guys need to become like Noah. All right. And to be riding the waves of ignorance. All right. Riding the waves of ignorance. That there is a deep, deep esoteric truth. But we'll talk about that another day. All right. I'm quickly go through it. Can you do a show on the afterlife as you know it, please? Yeah, no problem. No problem. I was at a party today with the Trill family. You should come down sometime more. Yeah. Peace to Rock City, New York, baby. Rock City. La ilaha. Yeah, atheism negation. Allah, Allah, affirmation. 100%. Joe Haslam. See, you know when Joe Haslam comes in the building, bruv, he be dropping some bombs. My brother, long time, man. Love. Absolutely love seeing you. Okay, I think the original Sufis only embrace Islam to stay alive. What do you think about the Sufis, Kalam? You know what? That's too controversial. That's too controversial for me. That, hey, Kim, no comment. I'm not even gonna say nothing. You dropped something that was kind of big still. Definitely used to watch Reverend X. Jeez. Let's see. Gnostic Noah. Yeah. Callum, you have been away but come back sleeping. All right. If you do a show on the afterlife, it has to include real experiences of it. Yeah. No problem. Afterlife is easy, man. Afterlife is easy. As I said, it's gonna be an afterlife that, like, there is an afterlife, but it's not the afterlife that you expect. Okay, it's not the afterlife that you expect. There is an afterlife, but not the one that you expect. You dig? Unfortunately. I love that scene from American Gods. Who's been watching American Gods, by the way? Who's been watching American Gods? Let me know. My battery's about to die. It's literally on 2%, and I'm gonna literally like hang up soon. But there was this woman, I think it was like in the first American Gods, right? And she now passes away. Basically, she passes away on the kitchen floor and so forth. And then she sees this dark figure. She was Muslim, by the way. Okay, she's Muslim, by the way. She was an Egyptian, I believe. I believe anyway. And she passed away. And she spent her whole life worshiping Allah, as you do. And she's like, Anubis? It's like, yes. It's like, I've heard. How do you know? Yes, we've heard about you. You dig what I mean? There, like, I used to hear stories about you when I was a kid. You know what I mean? There be. So like, some people be expecting one thing, but when it comes to the afterlife, there might be another thing still. It might just be another thing. So that's my analogy. I'm not saying that the afterlife is going to be like American Gods, like miss me with all of that. But what I'm saying is the afterlife is not exactly what you expect. All right. Most of us have been filled with the religious conceptualization and the imagination of religious people of what the afterlife would be like. But I'm going to say it's nothing to do with all of that. But there is definitely an afterlife. All right. E equals MC squared, baby. We being energy beings, we do not die. We don't die. It's impossible for us to die. We keep on living in one shape, form, or another. But anyways, oh man, who's this? Man like Grilling, Didier up in the building, jumping that squalor. What's good, family tree, man? Enough love to you guys. Okay, so as I'm about to go, let me quickly recommend you a book. whole hour I'm being on here, you know. Okay, so that's right. Recommend me one book. Can I anything, something to enlighten my spirit? Something like Khalil Gibran, The Prophet. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's a good book. I like it. I think so. You heard it? There you go. You said to enlighten your spirit. So that's a good book. On the contrary, maybe the afterlife you expect is exactly the one that will greet you. All right. I could dig it. Although I can't prove it, I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. School is open, stop playing, Kalam. I'm really interested in what you mean, Kalam. You're giving hints. I'm trying to pick up on them. Oh man, I had a dream of an afterlife. A man that stood against me, he died at the foot of a tree. When he passed over, the Lord wouldn't open the door of the big white building for him. Ooh. See, I love dreams, you know, because it literally opens up. Anyway, let me stop. Let me not even go into dreams right now. All right. So family tree, yeah. Family tree. Love to all of you guys. I'm literally gonna keep it skipping. I need to actually sleep today. Get a good night's sleeping. Hopefully, if I can do a midday show for you guys, I will try. I'll try. All right. Any requests? Let's see. 10 seconds. And I might just take in a quick request. Any for 1 o'clock-ish, 12 to 1 o'clock show tomorrow. 12 to 2. 12 to 2. Between 12 to 2. Any requests? Real quickly. Ooh, Miss A, listen. We're going to speak about that. We're going to speak about that. The Golden Threads of Time is a good book. Oh, Lucid Dreams. All right, cool. Nobody's giving me a request. All right, cool. That's perfect. So I can speak about anything I like tomorrow. Anyways, family, did Catholics create Islam? You on that? Remap tuning? Hey, I'm going to drop you some information on that one. Salute to you. All right, very good question. I will drop. Hopefully, I can do that within 15 minutes. Did the Catholics create Islam? Tomorrow, between 12 to 2, we will drop a quick breakdown of that. Yeah, did the Catholics create Islam? All right, we should even do a poll for that. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Number 1, if you think the Catholics created Islam. Number 2, if you think, nah. All right. Jupiter wants to talk about dimensions. I think dimensions. I think that's what he's saying. Jews created both Catholics and Muslims. Jeez. All right. Anyways, family tree. My battery's on 1%. I wish I could Snapchat you the picture and show you that I need to go. Family, peace and love, and I'll see you guys on the other side. And again, yeah, the beard. You already know. Let the sun go forth. Oh man.